I was beaten up. I was actually thrown down a flight of stairs once, and about midway through high school, my parents pulled me out of public school and put me in cyber school, and even then the bullying didn't stop.
I always knew that I wasn't attracted to girls, and I always thought that was kind of strange coming from a very religious family. I didn't really know the terminology for it yet, and I didn't know what I was going through, and I thought maybe it was a phase that it would go away, but it didn't.
My stepfather, when I was a child, would beat me, and I was abused by him. And as I grew up as a teenager, I came out to my mother that I was bisexual, or so I thought at the time. And my stepfather found out about this, and he beat me even more for it and told me I was worthless and that I was no good, and it really did a lot to me. It was very traumatic.
First, it really started off in high school, being picked on, being ridiculed by what I thought were my friends, just because I was different from them.
They're just doing it because they want to fit in with the crowd.
I always felt that I had to hide my differences even more, and that led me to a downward spiral in depression and hating myself for who I was. I tried to mask it with dating girls, but I always knew that it wasn't what I wanted, and it got to a point where I hated myself because of who I loved, and that was something I knew I couldn't control.
Kids are mean. Growing up is tough on anyone. People bully people based on their differences.
After I came out of the closet, I found I got a lot more hate than I usually did. And I had threatening phone messages, people telling me I was going to hell. You know, I had everything you can imagine. I went on a school trip with the club I was a part of, and some kid literally said that I was going to rape him because I'm gay.
It was hell for me when I was in high school. Nobody has tolerance for you if you're different.
You have to deal with classmates and sometimes even faculty that you can't remove yourself from. They are always going to be there for what it seems like forever.
I listened to everything that I heard, and I believed it, and I took it as the gospel truth, and I didn't question. So I felt that I was the bottom of the barrel, that there was nothing lower than me.
It sucks. There's no other words to describe how everything you go through makes you feel like you're less than the ground they walk on.
At the age of 17, I actually came out to my entire family as being homosexual. And my mother kind of took it hard. She wasn't sure what to think of it. And on the other side, my father's side, they were completely supportive. And that was definitely the turning point to where I decided to move from the South up east here in Pennsylvania to be with him. And at that point, when I moved, it completely changed my life.
After a while, I became okay with the fact that I was gay, and I could call myself gay, and I could look in the mirror and be okay with the fact that God made me this way.
People aren't the way they are in high school, and things do change. You start caring about different things, and relationships become more wholesome and meaningful, and you have the power to choose who you surround yourself with.
After high school, people tend not to care what you look like or what you think or what you like or how you act.
When I came out at the age of 19, I found that I was so wrong, that the world was wonderful and that people liked me and that it was okay to like me. And I found what an awesome person I was.
We're all equal, we're all different, and we come from the same community and the same light.
But after high school, you will find people. You will find community. You will find people who understand, people who are like you, people who support you and accept you. It's going to be a lot easier.
I came out here and I started going to college here at HACC, and I became a nursing student, as you can see, and I have a wonderful group of friends and a lot of support for being who I am.
Because you do matter. You are not alone.
A lot of organizations are out there to help us and support the LGBT community. Here in Pennsylvania, we have an Equality PA, which is a LGBT advocacy group.
Because no matter where you are, there's always somebody out there to help you and to support you. You just, it's a matter of finding that person.
I found something in my life that makes it all worthwhile. Every bit of hatred I got from people, I now turn it into something wonderful. I'm a stand-up comedian. I take every horrible thing people have said to me, every ignorant and hateful thing, and turn it into a joke.
Coming out to my friends was probably the best thing I ever did, because it shows you who your real friends are, and everything, all the struggles that you've had in your past growing up, it just makes you to such a better person and such a stronger person. And one day you could be here telling people of your struggles and making a difference in someone's life.
If there's one thing that I've learned, it is that you have to love yourself to be happy.
You can't control what other people do, but you can control how you react to it.
Just keep your shoulders square and you don't flinch when people do the things they do to make themselves feel better in your general direction.
If you take to heart everything that everybody says, it's gonna hurt. So if you let it roll off, it won't matter.
When you find that missing person and they complete your puzzle, cherish them and challenge yourselves to stand up for love and equality.
Always remember you are an amazing and beautiful person, and that will not change just because someone's calling you names.
You have to recognize that you're not alone.
Now I'm here, I'm a member of Allies, and I've made amazing friends. I wouldn't trade anything that I have for the world.
Allies is a great place for people to feel safe, and I never felt as safe as I do with this Allies group.
I know right now it might seem a little tough for the LGBT community, but it is getting better.
And I just want to let everyone know that it gets better.
I see life as a free-form dance, and we are the choreographers. So dance, baby, dance. It does get better.
It gets better.
It gets better. It gets much, much better.
So hang in there, it gets a lot better.
It does get better.
I promise, it does get better.
Things get better.
There will always be closed-minded people out there, but there are a lot of people out here that are invested in you, your happiness, and your rights. You're not alone. It gets better.
It gets better!
I'm finding people who accept me for the way I am, who love me, and you will too. So it does get better.
Stay strong and remember it gets better.
But it gets better.
And just remember that it does get better. Change can happen.
It gets better.
It really does get better.
It does get better.
Hang in there, be strong, it does get better.
Life gets better no matter how you look at it.
It does get better.
You deserve to be loved. And life does get better.
You just hang in there. It gets better.
So show off that gorgeous smile. And I promise you, darling, it gets better.